Not a bad look, huh? It's a beautiful day, sitting right next to my beautiful wife, and we are live. We are live. We are live.
We're live. Oh my God, I can't believe it.
It's
We're
going
live.
down in this Okorafo residence. So, we want to share. Like, did you hear that recently in a city called Evanston, Illinois, they passed a legislation to pay the African American residents reparations.
Reparations, finally.
Reparations in the amount of $25,000. Now, this is a way for, they said it's a way for them to address the what that has been known to be discrimination in the housing market over there, where
This was from back in what, like the 50s, 60s?
Well,
or what is it dating back to? Do you remember?
Well, back in the day, the FHA, which is the Federal Housing Authority, found a way to not insure certain mortgages in certain neighborhoods, which happened to be predominantly African American. And so since the FHA wouldn't insure the mortgages, it made the residents find it very difficult to secure mortgages. This is also known as redlining. So if it also affected African American residents and preventing them from owning homes and owning real estate. So fast forward to today, obviously there's been public outcry for the need for reparations. It's been an ongoing debate, controversial one at that. But today, when was it? Monday, the 22nd of March, 2021.
Right.
This city, Evanston, Illinois, has passed a law to pay their African American residents $25,000 in reparations. Now, there's a caveat to this. Turns out, of course, there's a caveat.
Obviously, there always is.
When does the government ever pay you money and say, hey, you can keep it? You've been a good boy. No, it never happens. So
what is it?
So here's the catch. First of all, they have to prove that they are legacy residents or descendants of legacy residents. And a legacy resident of Evanston, Illinois, is someone who has lived there between 1919 and 1969. And here's the worst part. They have the burden of proof to demonstrate that they faced housing discrimination. That part is the part that's like ridiculous. Just okay, and here's more. There's more. Okay, there's more ridiculousness to this story. Okay, because when you hear that keyword catchphrase reparations,
immediately you're like, really?
Everyone turns and eyes like,
happening?
Hello, okay. Which side are they on? Are they for or against? Because it's like down the middle, 50%.
Messed up that they're throwing that term out and just.
It's down the middle, 50% that you're either for or you're against reparations. Right. Anyway, as pertains to this particular story, they said it's reparations. It's $25,000, but you have to prove that you've lived there between 1919 and 1969. And in addition to that, you need to prove that you faced housing discrimination. Okay. And in addition to that, they're taxing marijuana at 3% in order to fund this new law. So check this out. Which demographic has been marginalized and face all kinds of discipline and punitive measures related to the use of marijuana? African Americans, who are the ones serving time behind bars related to marijuana. African Americans. So after they legalize marijuana, they tax it at 3%.
So basically saying, oh, you want a little help? You want some reparations? Get it for yourself.
Basically, no, we're gonna tax you over here.
We're gonna take your money,
and then we're
just gonna give it back.
We're gonna give it back, but before we give it back, you have to prove that you deserve to get it. Sweetheart, like, am I the only one finding this as ridiculous?
This is, possible? I mean, there are so many things that are ridiculous about this situation. I mean, first of all, the amount. That's laughable. 25 grand? That's really going to make up for housing discrimination for not being able to own a home back then. So your family was never able to own a home, 40 or 60 years ago because of redlining.
First of all,
And
there's no amount of money that can
$25,000 doesn't make up for that.
Can repair the economic damage that the African Americans have faced due to legalized or state-sanctioned discrimination. No amount of money is going to fix that. But
$25,000 doesn't do anything. That, first of all, if you're trying to even help people right now to help this community, to maybe you're going, oh, let's help this community purchase homes now. That doesn't even give you a down payment.
First of all,
at this point, that's not even a down payment.
I think their math is off. It's off by like a couple $1 million. I think everybody who qualifies as a legacy resident should at least get 2-point-something million, and let's start that conversation from there.
Okay, so what are those homes? How far did they appreciate now? Because I bet those homes, is that a big city? I don't know anything about that city, but if those homes are worth something now.
I'm sure they've appreciated a whole lot more. 25,000 is such a slap in the face.
So they were able to own those homes. What are they worth now? Because that's at least the minimum amount of money that they should be getting. But anyway, like the whole system is, it's beyond ridiculous. How do you prove that discrimination happened back then to your great grandfather when he tried to purchase a house? How?
I don't think America is.
Did your great grandparents or your grandparents keep record of that? Did they film anything? Did they take photos? What? How?
Listen, I don't think America wants to fix the problem. They want to. First of all, the idea of reparations, I don't think that's ever going to happen. If it's going to happen, it's just going to be in the form of. It's going to take a different shape. It's not going to be called reparations. It's going to be like real estate being repaired. Like there's going to be general economic upturn. I think that's already happening. So you don't think
people are going to be, no one's going to write anyone a check?
No, that's not happening. I don't see that happening. First of all, this country is so divided down the middle politically that
that's true.
Even if the Democratic president is forced to bring it up, there's going to be a Republican opposition to it, and a strong one. I don't know. First, I don't even think that. See, when I hear the word reparations, it's just a tired word. I think that the conversation should be around how is automation going to affect our economy? How do we start preparing the country across the board, regardless of racial lines, preparing the future generations for the new economy, the new automated economy, the economy that has cryptocurrency behind it, the current economy that's that's more global, because we're facing like some serious economic changes in this coming decade. One that sees China as a superpower, and they're going to be a superpower for a long time because they're spearheading a lot of changes that we're looking. Anyway, that's on a different topic.
Yeah, you're kind of going, but like to tie it in with this, are you saying that how we can sort of even the playing field or make up, do something like that would be to provide education and to get everyone prepared, especially Black and brown communities and whatnot, get them prepared for the future so that they can thrive like everyone else.
Right. I think that
or thrive with the rest of the world.
There should be a more promotion, more branding and ads and promotion and commercials around learning entrepreneurship, around learning how to set up businesses, how to personal development. Frankly, I think that's already happening on YouTube. Now, granted, there are different kinds of people, and people find different things entertaining or educational. So,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that people who people are going to gravitate in which direction. If some people are going to gravitate towards just garbage entertainment, some people are going to get artistic, and they're going to find themselves in art communities where they create digital art, and some people are going to find themselves in cryptocurrency communities, uh, policy communities, and those communities are going to breed out new leaders. Leaders are going to emerge from those communities, and we just have to create an open platform, an open space for these leaders that are these future leaders to have a megaphone, and so their voices can be heard. Because what you're starting to find is a lot of like YouTube and some of these platforms as censoring free speech.
Right. Yeah.
And they're further dividing us. They've gotten political. You know, you have companies, multi-million-dollar company, multi-trillion-dollar companies like Amazon, who AWS was supposed to be a neutral platform for any company to do business with Amazon, but somehow Amazon ventured into politics by, anyway,
cutting people off,
cutting a whole segment, discontinuing an app just because they had conservative views. I think that there's a lot going on, and we should wrap up this video at this particular point. Okay, Evanston, Illinois, y'all are FOS. You know what I'm saying? It's all garbage. All that reparations talk.
Oh, I know what that means.
Garbage. It's like, if you really want to give reparations that count, invest economically into these areas, into these neighborhoods. Bring them up to speed. Bring them up to provide resources
about it. Like, really be trying to help them.
You know, a lot of it is just virtue signaling. So until you're serious, we'll be here to report and give you feedback. Until then, thanks for watching. It's been yours truly, Nambi and Ashley. Stay cool.